Good afternoon and welcome to the Yorkshire Gardener's live Facebook for today. I'll just wait for some people to join us. If you join, make sure you say hello so that I know you're here. Got 3 people joined us. Make sure you say hello as you join. Good afternoon, Josie. We'll just wait for a few more people to join us and then we'll get going. It's a lovely, glorious day down here today. It started off cold this morning, but it's starting to warm up a bit now. Ideal weather for spring. Could do with a bit more warmer. I remember one spring it was absolutely boiling. One Easter. We must have had a heat wave at the time. I started everything off so early, but this year it seems to be a bit colder and starting stuff off later this year. I don't know about you, if everybody else is starting stuff off later. Right, so we've got 8 people joining us. So we'll get started on my plot. At the minute I'm in my shed, but I'll come back to my shed in a minute and show you what I've been doing. I'll just rotate you around so that we can have my plot. So this is my plum tree, my Victoria plum tree. It's also, I don't know if anybody else does it, but I get a pain check when I start pollinating it myself. Let's try and get more plums on it. I worked a treat last year, I got absolutely hundreds of plums last year. Gave a lot to my family to share out with everybody. And then down here, this is my cooking apple tree. Not much life on it at the moment. Hopefully it's going to come back to life. My rhubarb. Everybody seems to be picking the rhubarb at the minute, but it's a lot slower up here in Sheffield than I've seen in other places. Who's picked the rhubarb so far? Hi Susan, thanks for joining us. So last week I planted strawberry plants all the way down to the side of the polytunnel. You can never have enough strawberry plants, I don't know about you. But they seem to come for a month and then you're finished with them, so the more strawberries the better. And then also last week I finished off my new strawberry beds, which I've done in black membrane to stop the weeds and to concentrate more on the strawberries. They seem to have taken pretty well, so I'm pleased about that. And I've painted all the frames, as you can tell, make it look a bit more nicer. It just looks so bare at the minute while it's springtime, but in the summer hopefully it'll look full to busting. And then today I've started building my potato beds where my potatoes are going to go. So they need another coat on them. I'll dig it all over and get it ready. I won't be planting potatoes for a few more weeks outside, so I've got plenty of time for that. This is where my onions are going to go, down this side. As you can see, I mark out all my paths with black membrane, just to save time from weeding and to keep the paths down and neat once it's done. And then on my plot, hello Sophie. On my plot, I'm going to have the beds all the way down to the bottom. They did all go to the bottom last year, but I've taken them all up. There's redoing all my plot this year. I know I've not got much time left, but hopefully once I'm on track I can get through You never seem to have enough time to get everything done that you need to get done. So that's the full length of the plot, which is massive. Goes all the way down to the shed at the bottom, and that's a massive polytunnel I've got, which cost a lot, but it was well worth it because it's been the best thing that I've ever purchased for my plot. Has anybody else got polytunnels on their pots? If so, what do you grow in them? So this is another new area what I'm doing. This is where I'm going to have my peas. I put my frames up last week. I just need to get my chicken wire fastened to that, and then I'll grow peas up against that. In the afternoon the sun absolutely belts down this area, so hopefully I'll get a good crop. And then yet again I'm going to plant some strawberries in front. I've got hundreds of strawberry pots there, and I'll plant some flowers in front of that to attract the bees. So these are some apple trees what I planted a couple of years ago. That one's leaning, it still needs tying up. Another job on my list. They're just starting to take shape, and blossom's just starting to come on this one. There we are. So yeah, and down here another job that I've got to do is cut all this back. This is my lemon balm what's growing. I grow this to put in my hot water. I drink it as a tea. It's meant to be really good and helps you sleep, so that's what I use that for. Just spotted a little ladybird, as you can see. The ladybirds are out in force, shows spring's on its way. So my polytunnel, it's a mess at the moment, but I've got lots to do in there. I don't need that at the moment, my polytunnel, not until my tomatoes are ready. So, into my shed. This is my shanty shed, as one of my friends once called it. But I built it myself and it's lasted, so I'm pleased about that. These are all my strawberry plants left, what I need to plant. So, last week I published a video about taking cuttings about raspberries. As you can see, they're growing leaves on them, so they must be doing alright. Keeping them well watered. I need another watering today, so hopefully they will take. This afternoon I've been planting some seeds as it's time to start doing them. Planted some courgettes, Rianne. Remember the massive ones that you had last year, the courgettes? You'll be getting some more this year along with Keely and the rest of the team. Sunflowers to attract the bees and hopefully to eat the seeds. I'm trying peppers this year. Got my sweet corn, pumpkins, melon. They did well last year, so I'm going melon again. I'm trying aubergine. My cucumbers, they do brilliant, so I'm going to have some cucumbers again. And some more courgettes. I'm going to have hundreds of courgettes this year, so watch this space. I won't be called the Yorkshire gardener, I'll be called the courgette gardener. So, also last week I showed you another video on how to plant onions indoors to get them started. As you can see, they're still moist. I've not watered them since last time. I used the cling film trick. Rather than buying the plastic covers. They do the job and they keep them moist, and if you look, they are taking root and they are starting to shoot, and that's just within a few days. So I advise anybody to try this rather than planting them outdoors first, getting them started in the trays. And also my potatoes are starting to chit. That's chipped. Once they get a bit bigger, I'll be planting some in bags and also some outdoors. And I've just been making a video on how to plant runner beans and peas in tubs for anybody that wants to grow them at home. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. And also, I've got lots more seeds left to plant. As you can see, this year I'm trying for the first time hot peppers. So if anybody likes hot peppers in the food, in chili or anything, let me know. And also I'm trying these funny carrots, different variety coloured ones. So yeah, I'm going to see what they're like. And then all these, it's going to be a massive allotment this year. Lots of stuff. That's if it all grows. All being well, it will grow. So yeah, and then also next week I'm hoping to use these. I'm going to be growing herbs in these. I'm going to chop the tops off them, and then I'm going to fill them with compost and grow different herbs in them. The reason why I'm growing them in tubs is because herbs are known to spread. So if you keep them in a container, they won't spread as much. So yeah, hello Lee, hello Carla. We love those rainbow carrots. I've never tried them. They taste the same as normal carrots. So yeah, that is how we're getting on. Absolutely lots at the moment. How's everybody else getting on with the plots at the moment? I'll just switch it back on. So how's everybody else getting on at the moment on their plots? Are they coming on well? Have you got enough time like me? Just trying to squeeze it in. Clocks go back on Sunday morning for those who don't know, so hopefully lighter nights soon, which will give us more time for planting stuff, more time for on the garden. We just need the decent weather that we've got today to continue so that we carry on doing well and to get those seeds growing. So last week I showed you my new top. Thank you for everybody that's commented on it. I love it. The Yorkshire Gardener, so everybody knows who I'm not now. Clocks go forward, not back, sorry. Yeah, spring forward, fall back. Good job I remember that so that I'm not late for work. I don't think my boss is watching. So yeah, that's how we're getting on at the moment. Like I said, I'm doing lots more videos on how to do. I know we've got a lot of gardeners in the group at the moment, so they don't necessarily need the tips, but we have got a lot of newbies that are always starting out, and people that want to start doing growing with the kids in the garden, which is fantastic, to get kids learning about the garden and how to grow stuff, how to look after stuff, and then reaping the rewards once it's grown. It's brilliant. So I'm doing lots of videos on stuff like that. So stay tuned for them. Also, if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. I'm aiming to get to 1,000. That's what YouTube then start monetizing it, so I might get a few pennies towards my plot to put back into it. Also, I must say thank you to everybody that's in the Yorkshire Gardener community group page. If you're not part of that group, feel free to join. Everybody's posting brilliant pictures in there of the gardens and how they're looking, all the daffodils, tulips. I don't always comment on every post, but I do see them all, and they're all looking fantastic. So make sure you join that group and you can keep sharing your photos. This one's just generally for what I'm posting. So yeah, thank you for being part of the group. I hope you do enjoy being part of my following. I'm trying to post regularly, keep you up to date, a couple of times a day, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And thank you for watching this live vlog. Has anybody got any questions they want to ask or anything? Feel free to ask some. I'm also hoping to do a couple of collaborations with people, interviews, and hopefully get to different people's plots that are around the Sheffield area. So if you're in the Sheffield area and I'm invited, I will come down and have a look around your plot and also do a bit of filming. What's your favourite vegetable, Ben? It has to be beetroot. Beetroot's my favourite vegetable. The reason being is that it absolutely tastes delicious when it's just being cooked, fresh out of the pan. and when it's organic it tastes delicious. You don't get none of those chemicals inside it, what you get in shops, what it's all been sprayed with. And also obviously I ate too much once, and you probably know the rest. So yeah, my favourite vegetable is beetroot. My favourite fruit on the plot has to be my Victoria plums and my strawberries. I don't share my strawberries with anyone, unfortunately. They're one things that I do save for myself. And my plums, I do have to share them because they all seem to ripen at the same time, so then I have to hand them out to everybody. Do you use organic seeds? I've not used organic seeds in the past or this year. It might be worth something that I look at in the future. So yeah, thanks for that question, Lorraine. Do you use organic seeds? If so, where do you get them from? So that I can have a look for next time. As I seem to have got all my seeds this year, so I'll have to look for that for next year. Any more questions from people? If you do have any more questions, make sure that you do post them, and I will hopefully get back to everybody. Feel free to add your friends to the page and get them to like it. It's grown massively from what it started last year when I first started it. I just started it as like a diary. It seems to have got massive, absolutely massive. I can't believe it. We've got people from America, all around the world, joining and liking and commenting posts. So yeah, and if you're on Instagram, make sure that you give me a follow on that, at the Yorkshire Gardeners. So yeah, Susan, do you save seeds from your plants? I've saved them from my runner beans. My runner beans, I tend to save them. I've never saved them from any other plants so far. Oh, and I saved them from my melons as well last year, which I've got in a tub at home. I've dried them out, and because they did so well, I thought I'll save some seeds from the melons to grow them again. If you've not grown melons, definitely try growing them. They were the cantaloupe variety, which are like the yellow skinned, but they grew brilliant last year. I grew them in my polytunnel, whether it was because of the weather, because of how hot it was, but they grew fine in the polytunnel, so I definitely advised growing them. Somebody gave me a tip that once the melons start to grow, to use old bras, which I don't tend to have, or to go to a charity shop to get one, to grow the melons in them and hang them up to support them. So that's one thing that you can do. So I just grew them on top of plant pots and they grew fine, so that's what I did for that. Barry, no question, just a complaint, my new puppy had dug up all my seeds. No, that's no good. That's one thing about where I grow them. I grow them all in my shed, I don't grow them on my polytunnel, and then they're off the ground so that nothing hopefully gets to them. So yeah, my shed's ideal for that. Thompson and Morgan do organic seeds. Okay, I'll have a look for them, Lorraine, in the future. So yeah, thank you for tuning into today's live video. Give it a like, comment your questions, and I'll get back to you all, and feel free to share it. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you later.